Your reaction to Governor Tim Walz joining Kamala Harris to go against you and J.D. Vance?
He's a very liberal man, and he's a shocking pick, and I'm thrilled. I could not be more thrilled.
Really? Okay, I'm sure you've got a lot of lines prepped against Tim Walz and all of his policies that really stand the test of time and hold up. And you've been talking about Tim Walz for years now as a radical, right? Very liberal. So we're gonna break that open. The right is losing their minds. They don't have a good attack line on Tim Walz, just as they don't have a good attack line on Kamala Harris. What they have is that she laughs, and according to Trump, used to not be black. But the rest of Trump's interview on Fox and Friends was just as unhinged. He went very hard now on just how liberal Walz is. Take a look.
He's probably about the same as Bernie Sanders. He's probably more so than Bernie Sanders. She is more so than Bernie Sanders. That's got to be your guide, Bernie Sanders, and that's not a great guide. But there's never been a ticket like this. This is a ticket that would want this country to go communist immediately, if not sooner. We want no security. We want no anything. He's very heavy into transgender. Anything transgender he thinks is great. And he's not where the country is on anything.
Mr. President,
this is a shocking, let me tell you, this is a shocking pick. And I think it's very insulting to Jewish people, and I think it's very insulting to people that want security. I think it's very insulting to anything having to do with making America great again.
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it.
I can never get enough of the look of impatient on the Fox and Friends host face as they listen to Donald Trump on the phone. He's very into transgender, John. Anything transgender, very into transgender.
Anything transgender, their cheeses, their furniture. He just loves the whole thing. The milieu.
He loves the whole product line of transgender. He's bought it all.
The reason that he would say something crazy like that, well, there's multiple reasons. One is that his brain is slowly becoming rice pudding, and he's super low energy. He is just so very tired. And as a person who's tired, I hear it in his voice. He wants to rest. Please let him rest. The other reason is he doesn't actually obsessively think about transgender people 24/7. Some of them do in the media. Matt Walsh, right now, I don't know where he is. He's thinking about trans people. That I know for sure. Trump has to attack trans people. Oh, and I'm sure deeply transphobic if you were to ask him about it, but I don't think he's spontaneously thinking about it. So his attacks just don't have any like verve. They don't have any energy. He's just throwing out. He likes transgender. He's passionate about the racism. He's super passionate about how much he hates women. Like he can really sell those things. But for the trans people, he's just mostly playing to the crowd. Yeah. And he's just so mixed up. He doesn't know what to say about this guy. It just, again, remember, he's talking to the Fox and Friends audience. These people are not gonna be voting for Harris anyway. So I don't know how consequential this is.
Well, right, but the fact that he doesn't have a good attack line, the attack line comes from the top down, and the fact that he can't find it is bad. So here is Fox and Friends actually showing, making Trump listen to an attack line from Walz, and here's Trump's genius level response.
Governor Walz said this about you, that you don't understand kitchen table issues. Listen.
Donald Trump's not fighting for you or your family. He never sat at that kitchen table like the one I grew up at, wondering how we were going to pay the bills. He sat at his country club in Mar-a-Lago, wondering how he can cut taxes for his rich friends.
Mr. President, what's your response to that?
Well, I think it's just the opposite. I think if you see the vote, those people are all voting for me, the people that he's talking about with the kitchen table. And I was not always sitting at Mar-a-Lago either, but I was sitting at lots of other places.
Yes, all the people with kitchen tables like me, and I was sitting in other places, Bedminster and other clubs that I own.
Thanks for watching. If you become a member, you get to watch all this ad-free, except for, of course, this ad. Still, hit the join button below.